Hi friends, it's Michelle Maddox of Sedona Meditation Experiences with a new episode of Sedona Meditation Adventures. I'm here in West Sedona. It is the end of winter. We are just about to the spring equinox, but technically it is still winter. And in fact, we have snow in our forecast for this coming weekend. I wanted to talk to you today about this magic formula of awareness plus breath. It truly is magical. This is mindfulness and being able to apply your awareness and breathe through whatever you encounter. It truly is transformational. And it takes courage. You know, every day we're confronted with so many different things that we could address within ourselves, within our relationships, within the world. And a lot of times we choose to ignore it. And we all do it. We do it all the time. We're busy. We only have so much bandwidth. It's emotionally uncomfortable sometimes to go digging for trauma and then releasing that trauma. Not always something that we're prepared to do. So, however deep you want to take this awareness plus breath formula is quite powerful. We use it all the time in meditation. Meditation is really tuning into your awareness and using it in different ways to focus your breathing or to work with a mantra or to visualize something. You know, there's many different focuses in meditation. And it's that awareness of what's going on within. How do I feel here? What if I breathe into this part of my body? That awareness is what is really our curiosity, and it takes us to places within ourselves that maybe we need to explore. And when we go exploring, a lot of times we bump into things that are tight or uncomfortable, where maybe there are signs of trauma. Could just be the trauma of stress, how it works itself out in your body. It could be the trauma of past experience, where you're literally holding tension and tightness in your body from some past trauma. It could be emotional trauma, being afraid of feeling certain feelings or trusting people. All of these things and so many more can be traumas that we carry with us. And for me, part of the journey of meditation is self-healing and bringing the light of awareness into these places that have been held in the darkness for so long, the darkness of my consciousness. And when I go and look for those places where they emerge for me to confront, it can be very scary. And that's where the breath comes in. Slow down. Come into the rhythm of the breath. Don't race ahead. You know, notice if you're holding your breath or if you're breathing very rapidly. Both are signs of stress and can indicate that there's been trauma. And so breathing into this part of your body, into this part of your being, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, whatever, and just staying with it. And when you feel something start to release, let it go. And maybe that comes out as tears, maybe as laughter, maybe as making sounds, you know, moaning or screaming, but letting that go. And it goes back to that formula, awareness plus breath. Very powerful stuff. And I encourage you to give it a try as you're comfortable. You know, we've all been traumatized in different ways, and you certainly don't want to re-traumatize yourself. But it can be a very freeing, empowering thing to slowly move towards the places where it hurts. You don't have to dive into it, but just gently move towards them. And when you feel something, when it gets uncomfortable, that's when you bring in the breath and really slow down and just breathe into it. Let the breath help move the energy. And as the energy moves, the trauma gets released. Now, sometimes it takes more than that. Sometimes you need to work with a professional and be guided through some of these more delicate processes. But a lot of it you can ease into yourself. So let's try it. Let's meditate together. We're not going to do anything too deep, but just do a little breathing, and we'll see where maybe there's tightness in the body, and how you can use the breath to ease into that tightness and hopefully release it. So go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. If you're outside, fantastic. Enjoy nature. And if you can't be outside, at least give yourself the time and the space to really engage. So don't be driving, don't be multitasking. Just take a few minutes here for yourself. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And just take a couple of long, slow, deep breaths and really do it. A lot of times I say this in my meditations and people don't really do it. So just breathe in through your nose, filling your belly and chest. And then exhale audibly. And at your own pace, take 2 or 3 breaths like that. And then gently let your breathing come into its own rhythm. You don't have to force your breath, but see if you can identify some qualities of how you're breathing. The speed of your breath. The depth of your breath. The sound of your breath. And as you breathe, fill your awareness around the breath. Just be curious and open, noticing everything there is to notice about your breath. And as it feels comfortable, maybe change your breath a little. Maybe take deeper breaths, if that feels right. Use your awareness to notice how the energy is moving in your body in conjunction with the breath. If there's any tightness, just notice if you're slouching, if maybe you need to readjust your posture. Sometimes sitting up straight and tucking your shoulders back a little, tucking in your chin, helps take pressure off of the spine. Continuing to breathe and using your awareness to follow the breath through your body. And just notice how the energy is moving through your body. Is it moving or does it feel stuck? And if it's stuck, where? See if you can use awareness plus breath to get that flowing energy back in movement. You can visualize a circle of breath. As you breathe in, just visualize the air coming into your body, filling up your head and starting to move down your spine like a circle. And then on the exhale, imagine it completing that circle. So it's like a circle moving up your head and then down the back of your head, down your spine, and then up the front of your body. It doesn't have to be any particular progression. Just use your breath and what feels right to breathe into that. And we'll breathe here for a few moments in silence as you practice awareness plus breath. And as you're doing this, if you notice any tension or pain anywhere in your body, use your awareness to sink into it and your breath to help relieve it. Awareness plus breath. It takes practice, like any of these meditation and mindfulness practices. It's an easy one to practice though. You can literally just sit for a few minutes and notice your breath and start to apply your awareness to where you feel the breath moving in your body, or where it feels tense, or where your emotions feel tender. And just practice breathing into those places. And if you're coming to Sedona, I hope you'll look me up so we can meditate together. I'm doing a lot of private meditations these days. You can book a private meditation on my website at the URL that you see here. And you can also join one of my group meditation experiences. And I also have the Make Meaningful Change monthly meditation practice on Zoom. We meet 10 times a month. You can be anywhere in the world and tune in via Zoom, and it helps you make a habit out of meditation with the community and the support of me and the other people in the group. So thank you for joining me today, my friends. I look forward to talking to you next time, when maybe it'll be springtime, and maybe it'll be after the spring equinox. But in the meantime, be well and be safe. And until I see you next time, this is Michelle Maddox saying goodbye for now.